Hey guys, and welcome back to DarkLogic Studios' Attack on Titan theories and discussions. Before we go any further, I want to give you fair warning that these videos are going to contain lots and lots of spoilers. So if you're not caught up with the manga, then what are you doing with your life? Seriously though, if you don't want spoilers, you should probably click on something else. If you're all caught up though, then let's get to it. Hey, what's up guys? And welcome to my Attack on Titan Chapter 98 discussion. So one of the things I didn't really talk much about in my review was the Asian woman from Hizul, or Hizuru. We had a scene in this chapter where Udo, one of our Eldian kids, accidentally spilled wine on this woman's kimono, and she, to his surprise, actually saved him from getting severely punished, probably, by taking the blame herself, saying that she accidentally spilled wine on herself, and was asking him to help her out, and he was really surprised by this. And as she's walking away, we see this symbol on her back that looks like an A with a circle around it. I had joked in my review that it looked like an anarchy symbol, but I don't think that's what it's actually supposed to be. Although there could be some relevance there, I don't know. But there has been several theories floating around about who this woman could be and what her purpose might be. So what is it? What is the point of this character? What's the point of this scene here? Is she going to have some future significance in the story? Now some people have been saying that they think she might be Mikasa. Now I can't say that's entirely out of the realm of possibility, but I don't think it's very likely. For one, this woman looks a lot older than Mikasa, and again, just like I said about the theory that Vili Tybur might be Armin in disguise, everybody here at this festival, all these people gathered here, well a lot of them anyway, are very high-ranking individuals. We don't know who this woman is, but she could be royalty, she could be a high-ranking official of some kind, or part of a very powerful, noble family, so we really don't know anything about her yet, but we know that she must be an important person, and important people, really important people, are, I would imagine, exceptionally difficult to impersonate. You know, unless you've got like some kind of like a man in the iron mask thing going on, where you've got like a twin locked up in a dungeon somewhere, but I don't think that's the case. So, but if she's not Mikasa, could she be related to Mikasa? Could she be from the same clan that Mikasa's family is from? We do have a scene really early on in the manga that didn't make it into the anime, where Mikasa's mom had given her some mark on her wrist, some tattoo or scar that was symbolic of the clan that they were from, something that was a tradition that was passed down, and then her mother wanted to carry on through the generations. Why they didn't make it into the anime, who knows, but we'll see. I don't think we ever actually got to see the symbol that was put on Mikasa's wrist, if I remember correctly, but it's not out of the realm of possibility that it could have been the exact same symbol, but I guess we'll just have to see. If it is the same symbol, then that would mean that Mikasa and this woman are from the same East Sea clan. Now, is that going to have any significance to the story? Is this woman going to play some kind of role? Are her and Mikasa going to meet at some point? Is Mikasa going to learn more about her heritage and where she came from in that way? I think that would be kind of interesting. Anyway, I definitely think that's the most likely possibility, that this woman is from the same East Sea clan that Mikasa is from, this land called Hizuru. Now, another theory that I've heard people say is that they thought the A stood for Ackerman, and I just want to clear this up real quick because I kind of understand why people are getting confused, but this is probably very unlikely. I think the reason people get a little mixed up is because Mikasa is both an Ackerman and an Asian, but the Asians and the Ackermans aren't one and the same. Not all Ackermans are Asian. In fact, Mikasa's father, who was an Ackerman, was blonde, so, and I think maybe Levi confuses it a bit because he kind of looks Asian, but we don't know if he actually is yet. There is a possibility that Levi might actually be half Asian because we don't know who his father is. The most likely possibility, of course, is that he was just another Eldian, a random Eldian dude, but we don't know. There could have been other people from the East Sea Nation or the East Sea clan who wound up on Paradise somehow and were hiding out in the underground. That wouldn't be too hard to believe because Mikasa and her mother and her father, they all had to hide on the outskirts of the walls in Shingeki in the woods to avoid, you know, people who want to come after them because of who they are. And the underground is also a really good place to hide, as we know from Levi's backstory, from the fact that he and his mother lived in the underground, and so did Kenny. So it's highly, highly unlikely. Like, the chances of that actually happening are astronomical, but it could have happened. It is not out of the realm of possibility that Levi's father could have been Asian. Now, what does that mean? Could that be significant? I definitely think it could be significant, especially considering the fact that this would give both Levi and Mikasa some very unique properties that no other people have that could play a pivotal role in what happens in the story. And I think that would be kind of interesting because we're still waiting to see what is up with all this Ackerman stuff. What is going on here? And why is Mikasa an Asian? What's the significance there? So still a lot of questions up in the air. But I think we can say this for sure. This woman, whoever she is not so blinded by a hatred for the Eldians that she does not see these kids as human beings. She wanted to protect this little kid because she knew that he was an Eldian and she knew that he would get severely punished just for being an Eldian and making a mistake, and she wanted to prevent that from happening. And I think that's important because, like I was saying before, the people who are here are important people, are powerful people, and so this could certainly play a role as the story moves forward towards the climax. But I also think that part of the reason for this scene could have just been to show that not everyone out there hates Eldians. Not everyone out there automatically just sees them as devils, and I think that's important in and of itself. It's more realistic, it makes the world more fleshed out, and it shows how complex this whole situation is. You know, like I've been saying this whole time, ever since I started talking about Attack on Titan, it's just like what Armin said in the first season when he confronted Annie in that alleyway. He said, there are no good guys, there are no bad guys. It just depends on what side you're on. The people on Paradise Island, they know that the people outside, they want to destroy them, and the people of the world, and the people of Marley especially, fear the Eldians, especially the Eldians on Paradise Island, because they believe that they could wipe out the entire world if they wanted to. But we'll talk more about that when I talk about the festival. Okay guys, so I know that I am really behind, but that was my first video on this chapter, and I'm going to try to get 2 more out before the next chapter is released. I've had a lot going on outside of YouTube, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Next video, I'm going to be talking about EREN and REINER. I want to talk about what's going to happen between these 2 characters. Are they going to fight, or are they going to team up? Are they going to get together to try and do something? I really hope so. Although it would be really awesomely, horribly, depressingly tragic if EREN and REINER did have to fight to the death at this point, because they actually do care about each other. They were truly friends at some point, and part of them still feels like they are friends, even though they are mortal enemies at the same time. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens next chapter between these 2 characters, what they're going to talk about. Are they going to express their regrets? Are they going to, are they really going to talk about everything that happened? I'm down for that. Like, REINER, he just tried to kill himself, so REINER's at the end of his rope, man, and EREN just popped up out of nowhere, who just happens to be the exact same person he was thinking about before he was gonna shoot himself in the head. So this is gonna be really interesting. We're gonna talk about that in the next video. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be updating my Patreon soon. I've got some new ideas for some rewards I can offer, and I'm going to be changing things up a bit. So keep that in mind, patrons. I'll keep you updated on what's going on. If you have any ideas of what you would like for rewards, if you're a patron or if you're thinking about donating, please let me know in the comments, and I'll take it into consideration. But I've got some ideas that I hope you guys are going to like. Alright guys, that's it for now. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.